really could be any one of my friends, but I have a good friend. We've been friends about 14 years. His name's Israel. He's Mexican, so I don't know why the fuck his name is Israel, but, you know. I think it used to be Palestine, but then, you know. Anyway, Israel's a sweetheart of a guy, gayer than the day is long. Just so gay. Like, there's no question about how gay he is. Like, if he doesn't walk into a room, he floats, just. Anyway, I'm talking to Israel. Sometimes we call him Izzy, but that doesn't make any sense because we know who he is. I call him Israeli because he's really gay. Anyway, I'm talking to Israel over the holidays, and we're catching up, and he's telling me about his new boyfriend. And I'm pretty cool with these types of things, but he's like, oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long. Where have you been? You have to meet my new boyfriend. He's so amazing. And I'm like, you ever talk to a gay dude? They get tired halfway through the conversation. Oh my God, where have you been? I'm like, I've been resting. Why don't you do that? So he's telling me about his new boyfriend, and it's 2018. We can't be freaked out by that shit anymore. And I'm comfortable with it. I'm just happy as long as my friends are happy. But the problem is I'm a straight guy, and most of my friends are straight, so whenever we have conversations about their new partner, it's one of my friends telling me about some new girl he met, and I know how to respond to that. Like, yo, you're going to be my new girl? I'm like, big tits? Because men ask the important questions. So Israel's like, you have to be my new boyfriend, and I panicked. I was like, big tits? I didn't know what to do. And I go, yeah, sure, I'd love to meet your new boyfriend. He's like, oh my God, you're gonna love him. I go, I think you're just gonna love him. I'm probably gonna love him for you. But I go, and I'm curious about it. I'm like, because I've known him to date dudes before, but I've never seen him in love. I'm like, hey, Izzy, what's so special about this guy? Like, what makes him so different than the other guys? He goes, I don't know. We're just like so perfect together. Like, we can finish each other's sentences, and we just get along so amazing. And I go, that's great. I go, that's awesome. And he goes, oh my God, and he's Gold Star gay. I go, what the fuck is Gold Star gay? He goes, oh my God, you don't know? I go, why the fuck would I know that? I didn't know there was levels to the gay world. I thought gay was gay. Was there a gay Olympics? Did he win something? I don't understand. How do you become Gold Star gay? Was he in the military? Did Trump insult his family? Like, what makes you Gold Star gay? He goes, okay, so Gold Star gay is basically a gay man that's never been with a woman and never even touched a woman's pussy. I go, I'm sorry, her what? Never touched a woman's pussy. I go, okay, Izzy, you're gonna have to do me a favor and not say pussy like that, because now I'm really uncomfortable because I love pussy, and I'm starting to feel like it's gay all of a sudden that I love. So don't take the one thing that makes me straight and gay it up for me. I go, what else? He goes, well, that's it. Basically, never been with a woman, never touched a woman's pussy. I go, I think you mean, okay, so guess Gold Star gay is a gay guy that's never been with a woman and never touched a woman's vagina. He goes, yeah, basically. And I go, that's awesome. Are you Gold Star gay? He goes, oh my God, no. He looked so sad. I was like, cheer up, it'll be okay. I go, what are you? He goes, I'm silver. I'm like, well, at least you meddled. I go, what makes you silver gay? Did you have sex with a woman? He goes, oh my God, ew. I go, okay, don't do that either, all right? Because I go, what makes you silver? He goes, okay, so back when I was in high school, when I was still in the closet, I go, hold on a second. There was a time you pretended to be straight? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, he's obviously gay. There's not like, he's built like this mic stand. He's skinny, he's got a very pretty head, and he can wear boys' clothing. and I'm like there's no way, like, you can't even picture him going, come on guys, let's go meet some bitches. Like, it's not a believable situation. Like he's one of those gay dudes, like when he came out of the closet, nobody was like, what? He was like, guess what, everyone, I'm gay. Everyone was like, yeah, we know. What took you so long, fatherfucker? So I said, okay, so what happened when you were straight? He goes, okay, so when I was in high school, I had a girlfriend. I go, wait a minute. When you say you had a girlfriend, were you like her gay BFF or something? She was like, no, she was my girlfriend. I go, what the fuck? Was this bitch blind? Like, what did she think you were, really soft and tender? I don't understand. No, she was really sweet. I go, I guess. I go, so what happened with her? He goes, so anyway, one time we were together and she made me touch her pussy. I go, what do you mean touch her pussy? How do you just touch a pussy? You know, like, ew, and then you ran away? Like, I don't understand. Like, how do you touch a pussy? I don't understand how to just tag you're it and then I don't understand. No, she made me finger it. And I go, and? And he goes, it's not for me. I go, I know it's not for you, but can you sort of see how straight guys are very attracted to that? He goes, I don't get it. I go, what's not to get, Izzy? It's warm, it's soft, it's moist, it's delicious. It's everything you would want a cake to be. You still like cake, don't you? He goes, yeah, I don't understand it. I go, so was that the only vagina you touched? He goes, yeah. I go, so why don't you just lie and say you've never touched a vagina? And he's like, it's dishonest. I go, you're so gay, dude. And I go, so because you touched a woman's vagina once, that automatically demotes you from gold to silver. He goes, mm-hmm. I go, so you're silver, he's gold. Is there like a bronze level? He goes, that's so stupid. Why is that stupid, but silver and gold aren't? I go, what about those guys that like got married and had kids and then realized that they were gay? They're like, I cannot live a lie, and then they come out and live the rest of their life as a gay man. He goes, oh, those guys are just whatever. I'm like, so you're silver, he's gold. That's the levels? He goes, no, there's one more level. I go, and it's not fucking bronze? He goes, no, there's platinum gay. I go, what the fuck is platinum gay? He goes, okay, so platinum gay is basically the same as gold star gay. Never been with a woman, never touched a woman's pussy. And they were born C-section. I was like, what? That's amazing! They never even came out of a vagina. I was like, have you ever met one of those? He goes, oh my God, no, they're like unicorns. The more you know. The show is about education. I'm finding as I get older, I'm getting more and more irritated by young people. And I know it's not fair to young people, but when I meet millennials and Gen Z people, I don't like them. They irritate me. And, you know, it's not fair, though, because I realize that what's not fair about it is I remember being in my early 20s, and some dude in his 50s came up to me and was like, your generation sucks, your music is trash, you haven't contributed to this world. I can't wait for life to kick you in the nuts. And I remember looking at him thinking, you old prick. You're just mad because you're old. And you forgot how to enjoy life and have fun. When I get into my 50s, I'll never be like you. Well, here I am. It's not that I want to be like this with young people. For the young people here, how old are you, sweetheart? 32. Yeah, you're right at the cusp of the problem. The way I work it is if you're younger than my career, you're the problem. And my career is 33, so unfortunately, you're the tail end of the problem, but you're still a part of the problem. You know what I mean? You look young, sweetheart. How old are you? 26. Yeah, that's full problem right there. That's They don't even realize they're the problem. That's your mom beside you? Mom, you know what I'm talking about. How old are you, Mom? My age? How old? Old? Can't be that old. She's 26. Hello? Oh my God, your mom's so old she can't hear anymore. That's terrible. Oh, really? You're 63? You look great for 63. Yeah. Yeah, generally Indian women fall apart. You did great. Good, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you look good. Yeah, we don't usually hold up like that, so congrats. That's good job. It's your daughter keeping you young. Is that what it is? Yeah, be careful with that. I find everything my child does funny. That's the problem. I can't be strict with her. Let me give an example. Before I came out to the Middle East, my daughter was at my house, and she was in her bedroom, and she was lying on her bed. She's 5. She was lying on her bed with her iPad that she's had since she was 1. You know, because you're a 5-year-old, you should probably have an iPad, right? And she knows how to work it better than I do. Just let me start by saying that, and we'll get into that after. But anyway, so she's lying on her bed. And here's the thing. When I was growing up, if I liked a TV show or a movie, I would have to wait for it to come back on TV in order for me to see it. Nowadays, if a kid likes something, they put it on their iPad and they have it, and it's in front of them, and they can watch it as many times as they want, all day, and they do. So my daughter's lying on her bed watching Frozen. You know what I'm talking about already. If you have children, you know this Frozen shit by Disney. And she watches it over and over, like she's watched it literally millions of times. And I've never once sat down and watched this movie, but it plays all the time and you hear it. And Disney's smart, they put these songs in their movies. And you don't know that the songs are playing, the songs just play and they burn into your brain. And you don't even know that those songs are in your memory. They just manifest themselves whenever they need to. I'll give an example. I was driving in traffic a few weeks ago, and I got cut off, and I got so mad. I go, "You son of a bitch!" And my brother goes, "Dude, let it go." Let it go, let it go. These stupid Disney songs burn into your brain. I asked the promoter yesterday, "Why are we canceling the show?" He goes, "Because it's cold." And I was like, the cold never bothered me anyway. So anyway, my daughter's lying in a room, on her bed with her iPad, and I burst into her room. First of all, I will burst into whatever room I want to. It's my house. Second of all, she's 5. She's not going to be doing anything crazy. And I'm not one of those fathers who tries to be cool with their kids. I don't want to be that, "Hello, darling." I don't try and have a mature conversation. She's 5. What are we going to talk about, right? So I'm a goofball when I see her. I'm the big, loud, spazzy dad, right? So I burst in her room and I go, "Baby!" And I guess it startled her, right? But she didn't get startled like a 5-year-old. She didn't react like a 5-year-old. She wasn't, "Yeah!" She reacted like a woman. Her reaction wasn't, "Yeah!" Her reaction was, "Shh!" Without using any words, my daughter basically went, "Mother, do you not see what I'm doing?" And let's be honest, if your child, Yasser, if any one of your children called you a mother, you can't really get mad, because, yeah, you know. If you weren't a motherfucker, they wouldn't be here, you know what I mean? So, I was at my parents' house about a month ago, and I was watching TV with my dad, right? We were sitting in the living room watching TV, and they had like, the Gay Pride Parade was on that weekend. And well, whatever makes you happy. And they were showing, they had like a live feed, not like a live feed, but like they were showing the parade, right? They were showing it on TV, right? So, would you grow up? All right, so we're watching it, right? We're watching the parade, right? And then all of a sudden, these 3 gay Indian guys came on the screen, right? I don't mean came on the screen, but I mean they appeared, right? So I'm watching it, right? And these 3 gay Indian guys are like, hey, we are Indian and we're gay. We represent the gay South Asian community. And my dad looks at me and he goes, that is disgusting. Do you know them? I was like, why the hell would I know them? Because they are of the gay, and you are in the entertainment business. Then my dad started to get really irritated with them, because they just kept showing them on the screen. It didn't really bother me, because it just, it was gay pride, and they were just being proud and gay, right? So my dad started to get really irritated with them, going, this is wrong. We should not have gay Indians. Indian men should not be gay. I go, Dad, we got a population crisis over there. We could use a couple of homos in India right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, if there's shit anywhere on my body, I'm washing it. I don't understand toilet paper, just painting it. I don't understand. It's like, look, the shit came out of this little spot, but let me make a big bullseye as to where I think it came out of. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, I don't know. But I have to wash my ass. And if there's no bidet, I don't give a shit. I will hop up on the sink. Doink! Which, by the way, Spinbad, that's how I broke your countertop. I apologize. I owe you a sink. This is the first time I've told him the truth. Yay! Did you get a new counter yet? Oh, you did? All right. How much? I got it. I got this. That was my shit. Now that you know the truth, you should really let me pay for it. You know what I mean? You jumped up on my fucking sink, asshole. Literally. Your asshole jumped up on my sink. Here. I like being a dad. My daughter's good. She's she's 2. She's really pretty. I say that like. Let me clear something up. If I had a fucked up looking kid, I would be the first to tell you. You know what I mean? I'd be like, yeah, I got a little girl. Fingers crossed she grows out of it, But I'm honest. Like I hate when people tell you how cute their kid is, and then you see their kid and you're like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Like, you gonna see my kid? My kid's like, oh, what did you Google a platypus before you showed me your kid? What is that? Not every kid's cute. I mean, they're sweet, but you can look at a kid and be like, ugh. I saw a cute baby in the mall the other day, but just a giant head on this kid. Just, like, I could tell, like, it couldn't even hold that shit up, Just a big head on that baby. I hope he grows into that thing, but, she is very, very pretty girl, my daughter. She is, like, people see her and they go, wow, she's so pretty. I go, and to be honest with you, my daughter's very pretty because she looks like my ex-wife. My ex-wife is a very good-looking woman on the outside, and, she's, my ex-wife's like a Ferrari with no engine, you know what I mean? You're like, oh my God, is that a Ferrari? Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Just fucking sits there and costs me money. That's all it does. Are there any pregnant women here tonight? Okay. Sorry that you're in the stairs and had to climb all that shit. Ugh. Pregnant women have it rough. You have no idea until you get pregnant how rough pregnant women have. Like, I mean, there's the obvious things that women go through when they're pregnant. They're uncomfortable. Their hormones are crazy. They got cravings. They got a human inside of them. Their moods are all over the place. That's enough to deal with on your own. But then when you have to deal with other people too, that only adds insult to injury. And especially in America, it's even worse because Americans don't give a shit. They'll just say whatever they want to. At least in Australia, I'm like, I don't know what's happening to her, mate. Walking a bit like a kangaroo over there. Yeah, mate. All right. What'd you say? Nothing. Love. Have a good night. Yeah.
No worries, no worries. I'm a healthy child. Yeah, all right, yeah. Let me give you a carrot.
They got to deal with other people. When my ex-wife was pregnant, we were in the mall one time. This girl walks up to my ex-wife. She goes, "Oh my God, you're pregnant." She pointed at her stomach like we didn't know where she was pregnant. You know what I mean? Like, "Oh my God, you're pregnant? That's a miracle. You have a miracle growing inside of you." I hate when people say shit is a miracle. It's not a miracle when a woman gets pregnant. It's a blessing. It's not a miracle. Especially when my ex-wife got pregnant. She's Latina. I'm Indian. How hard do you think it was to get pregnant? You know what I mean? You got the two most fertile humans on the planet. We never even had sex. I just sent her a text one day. "I'm coming home." I just saw coming. I hate when people say shit is a miracle. That's a miracle. It's not a miracle, you know? It'd be a miracle if I was in the wrong hole, then it's a miracle, you know what I mean? "Oh my God, you're pregnant? That's a miracle." It is a miracle. I was in her ass. This is the most determined child you've ever seen. Do you know how much shit this kid's been through? How do you two know each other right there? Those two guys right there. You two, yeah. Are those your wives beside you? No? You're just random broads? Nice. Did you talk to them yet? Did you? A little. Oh, you're married to each other? Oh, you're just married in general. So your husbands aren't here, and your wives aren't here. Oh, yeah. Call me Ramon. What's your name, bro? Yeah. What? Benito. Where are you from, Benito? Turkey? Why the f*** would a Turkish guy be named Benito? I'm expecting to hear Mexico when you hear Benito. Turkey. Are you guys both Turkish? Nice. And what's your name? What? Betin? Your parents big gamblers? Or? You know, if you ever went missing, they would have lost a betting. Those women are attractive. I know they're married, but you know. I mean, if their husbands didn't care enough to come out with them, and if your wives didn't give a shit about you guys, I think it's only right. I'm just saying, I'm trying to make the world unite. Yeah!
Hello, I'm betting. I'm betting that you and I live here together.
You have kids, Benito? How many? 3. Oh, your pullout game's terrible. What do you got? So a daughter and 2 sons. And you, Betten? 2 daughters and 1 son. So 3 seems to be the current rate of children in Turkey. Is that? And do you ladies have kids? No. Uh-huh. Well, these guys are firing on all pistons, so be careful. Is that your wife or your girlfriend? Or?
Girlfriend.
Girlfriend. That's how long you been together for?
A couple of years.
Couple of years. You're probably gonna. You thinking about locking her down, or you're just gonna waste her time? English guys. Why are you sweating right now? For no reason. She seems like a lovely lady, and you seem to still like each other. You know. Look at them. They're engaged. They've been together 4 years. They're still holding hands, huh? Look at that. That's cute.
Must be the t-shirt.
It is the t-shirt. She's not grabbing his meat. She's holding his hand. You know what I mean? She's not like this. Oh, Peter. Yeah. You know, she's not. Just holding his hand. You know? Who has kids? You have kids, sir? Older guy? How are you? I mean, older with respect, not like, oh, fucking old. I mean, you're obviously older than me, unless you just aged horribly, you know what I mean? But what's your name, sir? Al. Al. And who are you here with, Al? Your family?
Yep.
Is any of those your kids?
My wife and my son
Your wife and your son?
and daughter.
And daughter or daughter-in-law? Which one? I go, daughter or daughter-in-law? He goes, yep. What's your wife, son? Hello? Bastard, hello. He's fucking looking at me and he's like, this isn't YouTube. I'm not buffering right now. I'm talking right to you. Is that your only child, Al? Yeah, you like him? It's good, right? How old are you, buddy? 26. What are you so shifty-eyed for? Well, that would have been great if you weren't chubby when you did that, you know what I mean? It was like, and then a big sweat stain right there. Great, that's gonna be on film forever. When you're your dad's age, what the fuck was I thinking? How old are you, Dad?
62.
62. You look great for 62. You look like shit for 42, but you do. You look good for 62. I wasn't expecting 62. That's good. And were you in the room when he was born?
Yeah.
Yep. Let me tell you something, guys. If you ever have kids, when your wife goes into labor, do your best to not be there. Like, be in the vicinity. You could be in the hospital. You know. You can make her think you're in the room. Like, you know, do some sort of voice note on your phone and push, honey, push, and then hit repeat and loop, and then. But when she's giving birth, don't go in that room. Because women get crazy when they're giving birth. They say the meanest shit to you, don't they? Because they're in pain. They feel that pain. And then they start thinking, you're the fucking reason for this pain. I hate you with everything in me right now. They just get mean, don't they? Here's the problem, is that women think that men don't think that giving birth hurts. Of course it hurts. It has to hurt. I've had shits that hurt. I can only imagine. How much worse it would hurt when you're squeezing a human out of you. But that's part of the deal, ladies, and I'm not trying to downplay how painful it is. It's extreme pain. I can only imagine, you know? But the positive side to the pain of giving birth is that it's physical pain, which means it'll go away eventually. 6-7 weeks later, your vagina will snap back together. You'll forget all about it. You'll be walking around, you'll stub your toe, you'll be like, ow, my toe! You'll be like, what about your vagina? Fuck that, my toe hurts. Physical pain is the best pain you could hope for. I used to box, and I would get black eyes and headaches, but after a couple of days it would go away. I'm not comparing boxing to your box. I'm just saying that physical pain goes away, you know? Because when you're giving birth, all you really need to do, ladies, is lean back and focus. Focus on squeezing this person out of you. You don't have to see what we saw in that fucking room. We can't unsee it. 6-7 weeks later, your vagina's okay. The rest of my life is fucked. It's been 26 years. You think Al's forgotten? He's not forgotten shit. I'm scared to go down on chicks to this day. It's been 2 years. I'm scared. I'm jabbing my way in. I'm like. It's the worst thing you could ever see, isn't it, Al? It's like watching your favorite restaurant burn down. I mean, they'll rebuild it, you know. But I'm not eating there again. Fuck that, you know. That menu's different. They've done all kinds of things. They put a drive-through in there now. Mexicans working in the back. Is he a good kid, Al? Absolutely. Was he a smart child? He was always. That your dad really loves you, dude. Because my dad would be like, this guy's a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Like that. Either your dad does, either he loves you a lot or he can't stand you and he doesn't want us to know. You know what I mean? Indian dads will say, this guy's a fucking idiot. Do you love him? Of course I love him. That's my child. But what a fucking idiot. An absolute idiot. My daughter's pretty smart. I'm impressed by her. She's only 2 and she's already speaking Spanish and English, which is impressive to me. I wanted her to learn Spanish first because, first of all, she's half Latina and we live in California. So, you know, I wanted to at least know the language of California. Spanish is a very helpful language in California. I mean, you go to a restaurant, you want your car back from valet, you want to know, like, what to say, you know what I mean? So you know what I did? I told my ex-wife's family, they're from Ecuador, I said, do me a favor, please only speak to the baby in Spanish. They were like, no problem. Hey, do you want us to teach her English too? Nah. I got this. Last thing I want is my daughter being born in America and sounding like an immigrant, you know? Dad, you coming over? No, sweetheart, no Jews are coming over. Not unless my agent calls. And when you do have kids, trust me on this one. Buy your children, buy your babies, buy them educational toys. Best thing you could do. Because they start learning really young. I bought my daughter this toy, and you push the color, and it says the color. It'll push it, and it'll push yellow, and it'll be like, yellow, green, blue. But the cool thing in America is all the educational toys have a switch from English to Spanish. I flicked all her toys to Spanish. Now I'm learning Spanish too. Who's thinking I am? Now when she pushes it, it goes, amarillo, verde, azul. Now I know how to say yellow, green, and blue in Spanish, but only like an opera singer. Let me tell you where this backfired on me. A few weeks ago, I was in LA. I needed some yellow paint. I went to Home Depot, and I walked in and there was a Mexican guy working inside. Inside Home Depot. So that's progress. Thank you, Mr. Obama. And I knew he was Mexican. First of all, it's LA. Secondly, his back was facing me. He was 5'4", had a giant head. There's no neck. It looked like a Rock'em Sock'em robot that hadn't been punched in the stomach. And ding. He turned around, his name was Juan, you know what I mean? And Juan, and he had the little Mexico flag right there. And when I see people and I can tell what their comfort language is, I always like to try and greet them in that language for 2 reasons. So that way, first, they think I speak their bullshit, and that way they won't try and rip me off. And secondly, you know, it makes them feel comfortable right away. And when I do say something in your language, I try to say it the best way I can so you really believe I speak your language. But the minute you reply, I get all fucked up, because I've run out of words. So I see him and I go, hola Juan, ¿cómo estamos hoy? He's like, hola. And I'm like, alrighty then, listen. I make it look like we need to go back to English, you know, because you're at work and we need to keep it professional. So I go, I need some paint. He goes, sí, ¿qué color? I go, yellow. Sí, mira. And he holds up gray and white and shades of gray and shades of white. And I'm like, no, yellow. Sí, mira, yellow. No, Juan, that's gray and white and shades of gray and shades of white. No, just say yellow, mira, yellow. No, that's not yellow. That's fucking gray and white, Juan. Yellow, mira, yellow, ice. I don't care what your favorite song is right now. I just want yellow paint. Sí, mira, yellow, ice. I didn't know that yellow meant ice in Spanish. I didn't know that. That's not on the toy. So I get in this big argument with the guy. I'm like, no, not fucking ice, Juan. Yellow. See, mira, yellow. Stop saying mira, yellow. This is not yellow. Mira, yellow, ice. Stop saying yellow ice. I don't want yellow ice. That's disgusting, first of all. I just want yellow. Mira, yellow. Stop saying mira, yellow. Yellow, yellow. No say, no say. Stop. Fuck. What do you say then? No say. I'm like, ugh. Amarillo. Turns out he had the same toy at home. He goes, oh, you mean yellow? I want to be strict, you know. I want to be strict with my daughter. She's only 2, so I can't really gauge how I'm going to be with her yet. I want to be like my parents, but not as crazy. Because Indian parents are a little crazy with their kids, you know. I want to be like a white parent. I love watching white people talk to their kids. White parents have this way of speaking to their children like they're humans. It's beautiful to watch, you know. But I think white parents, I can't be as lenient as a white parent, because white parents, you take it a little too far, you know? Like, you give your kids options. They're a fucking kid, they shouldn't have any options. I was in the mall the other day, I saw a white lady in the food court, and she said to her 5-year-old son, she goes, sweetheart, what do you want to eat for dinner? And the kid goes, I don't know. Okay, well, when you figure it out, you let mommy know and I'll make it for you, okay? I love you. She asked a 5-year-old what he wanted to eat. Not, do you want this or this? What? He could have said, I want shoes. I want to eat a pair of shoes. She would have had to make him a pair of shoes. I can't even comprehend, like, I grew up in an immigrant house. Let me tell you something. In an immigrant house, mom does not, there's no dinner for the adults and dinner for the children. Mom does not care what the fucking kids like. Mom does not cook for the kids. Mom cooks for dad. Whatever dad liked is what you were eating for dinner. That's the way it worked. It doesn't matter what your dad liked, that's what you were having for dinner. It turns out my dad used to love molten hot plates of lava. I was the only 5-year-old farting fire at 5. Just... They used to call me dragon ass at school. But white parents explain things to their kids, you know? They do. They take the time to do that. That's nice. Indian parents, they're the worst. If they don't want you to do something, they will make up the most insane story as to why you shouldn't do something and scare you into not ever thinking about doing it. And you don't think your parents are creative, so they're like, they couldn't be making that up. That must have happened, you know? I'll give you an example. I grew up just outside of Toronto, a small town called Brampton, and B-Town represent. And I grew up in these townhouses, and all the driveways were attached in the townhouses. And at the edge of the driveway was a road, a major road where all the cars can drive. We were obviously not allowed to play on the road. We were only allowed to play on the driveways, for obvious reasons. Now this was the white lady next door telling her son not to play on the road. Sweetheart, mommy doesn't want you to play on the road. Why not? Because it's not safe. So you could get hurt. I don't care. Well, I do. So? If you get hurt, you'll make mommy sad. Do you want to make mommy sad? No. Well, then be a good boy and play in the driveway. Okay. I love you. It was so good, she explained it to him. She told him why he shouldn't do it. She gave him the consequences as to what could happen. He had all the information he needed to not play on the road. And you know what? He didn't play on the road. Not my dad. This is my dad telling me the same thing. Russell! Don't go on the road. You'll get hit by the car and you'll break apart. Not I might get hit by a car. No, I will get hit by the car. Apparently there's only one car in my neighborhood, and I was going to get hit by it. and I was gonna break apart. How the fuck do you break apart? When I was a kid, I thought I was made out of Lego because I was gonna break apart one day. Now, my Asian couple, you are Asian, I'm assuming. I did that all on my own, I guessed. What style of Asian are you, sir?
I'm a mix of Vietnamese and Chinese.
Vietnamese and Chinese, yes. People think that's the same thing because they're ignorant, but they, isn't that two types of the same Chinese? No. It's not at all. Not even close to the same. So your family is Chinese that went to Vietnam, is that what happened?
My mom, yeah.
Your mom, yeah. And what's your name?
Jean-Philippe.
Jean-Philippe, yeah, for sure, yeah. Absolutely, yeah. 100%. Yeah. Now, when I think of those great Chinese, Vietnamese names, Jean-Philippe is always at the top of that list. I think it was right after the Ming Dynasty. There was the Jean-Philippe Dynasty. Oh, your parents really wanted to blend in, huh? We have an applicant here, Jean-Philippe, good Frenchman. Come on in. Oh, what the fuck is this? And that's your girlfriend, your wife?
My wife.
Hi, wife. How are you? And what's your background?
I'm Chinese.
You're Chinese, the real one, right? Yeah. And what's your name? Marie-Eve?
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn. That's more Chinese, yeah. Well, it could be. It could be like Jocelyn. You know what I mean? We don't know. Could be. We don't know. See, that's the thing. Asian people, Indian people, we know what we are. White folks, I feel bad for you because you ever ask a white person what they are? They just give you like a list of their greatest hits, like all their favorite things. What are you? Oh my God, I'm such a mutt. Oh my God, oh. Where do I start? I'm part German Shepherd, part, what am I like, guacamole? I love guacamole. Has anybody ever done Ancestry.com or 23andMe? Yeah? You can't trust these websites, you know what I mean? They're not trustworthy. They're not designed for everybody. There's certain people who will never, ever have to go on an Ancestry website. Indian people will never have to go on an Ancestry website. First of all, we probably programmed the website. Jocelyn, my Chinese friend. What's your Chinese name, Jocelyn?
Bihuan.
Bihuan? Yeah. Bihuan with each other. It's not just a name, it's a message. There's a Mexican guy in there, hey, I'm Juan. Who else wants to be Juan? Chinese people shouldn't be allowed on Ancestry.com or 23andMe either. There should be like a filter that can like detect Chinese names. The minute it sees like a X-I-U, a mirror just pops up. Bing! Hey, asshole. Take a closer look. Give me one possibility of something other than the obvious. Go ahead, I'll wait. Save your credit card info. Go to Alibaba.com. Enter promo code B1. Those websites are really ideally designed for white Americans because, you know, there's a difference between white Canadians and white Americans. I feel like Americans are the only true white people in the world. And let me explain. Like Canadians, doesn't matter what color, race you are, we all know whose land this really is. You know what I mean? We all know this is First Nations land. Every single one of us knows that. And we're like, thanks for letting us stay, you know? Americans are white people because they really believe that's their land over there. Europeans aren't white to me. You know what I mean? Europeans can't be white. I told a Russian guy the other night, I said, are you white? He goes, yes. I go, no, you're not. He goes, what do you mean I am not? I go, you can't be white. You have your own language, your own culture, your own food, your own country, a brand new country. What? What happened? Wait, why isn't it funny when it happens to you, but it's fucking hilarious when it happens to us? Yeah, hypocrites. You got to be careful. They throw these little curveballs at you. They have two curveballs that they throw at white people. One for white men and one for white women. The most common curveball for white men, I'll be like, what did you find out that you didn't know about yourself? And they'll be like, I found out I'm part Native American. I'm part Cherokee. I'm like, dude, you're not even part owner of a Jeep Cherokee. You're not even... And I think they're trying to eradicate racism through white women, because white girls will get this one more often. They're like, oh my God, Megan, I just got my results back. It turns out I'm 0.0000.2% sub-Saharan African. Megan, I'm black. It's a whole new world for me, Megan. I'm afraid of the police. My credit just took a shit. I think I'm pregnant. Fuck you, Megan, you cracker bitch. You don't know what it's like to be a black woman in North America. Say it with me, Megan. My life matters. I get a call from the USO and they're like, hey, Russell, do you want to entertain the troops? And I'm like, sure. Which ones? I go, the American troops. I go, why not the Canadian troops? They said, because that guy's busy. I said, all right, fine then. I go, what do I got to do? They go, where am I going to perform? They go, you're going to perform on the USS Eisenhower. I go, what's that? They said, it's an aircraft carrier. I go, cool, where's that parked? They go, it's not parked. It's in the middle of the ocean. I go, oh, okay. How am I getting there? Go to the airport tomorrow morning and there'll be a plane there to meet you and it will take you to the ship. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I get me and my crew together and we head to the airport the next morning and we see this big brown military plane sitting in the middle of the airfield. And you know when you see a situation and you know that that is your situation, but you don't want that to be your situation, you know? So I see the big aircraft, the military aircraft, and I'm acting like I don't see it. I'm looking around like, where's our plane? I don't see anything that looks like an airplane to me. And it's like when somebody sets you up on a blind date and some fucked up looking chick walks in and she's described what she's wearing, like, are you, no, kidding me? Wait, what? Right, so I get used to the idea that this is the plane that I gotta get on, right? So I get on this military plane. Now, getting on a military plane is not like getting on a regular airplane. If you don't like flying, don't get on a fucking military plane. Because this shit is not for regular people. You know when you get on a regular airplane, you walk through a little tube attached to the side of the plane, and you walk on, and then the flight attendant greets you and says, oh, you're sitting in 3B. Go ahead, sir. Please, right here on the right. Well, when you get on a military plane, you're entering from the ass of the plane, right? So, like the back of the plane goes low, and then you get in. So it's like a reverse shit, you know, instead of getting, you know, you're walking through. And you know, on a regular plane, when you sit down, if the plane's flying this way, you face this way. Well, on a military plane, if the plane's flying this way, you face this way. Which is always better, you know, for shitting yourself. So we get on, and on a regular airplane, they give you things to make you feel comfortable. You know, they'll be like, all right, sir, would you like a blanket? Here's some headphones, some beverage, maybe some peanuts. And, you know, and you're like, all right, cool. Well, you get on the military plane to make you feel comfortable. They give you a helmet, a life jacket, these goggles, these soundproof headphones so you can't hear yourself screaming. And you know, on the regular airplane, they tell you your seat can be used as a flotation device and that there's a life jacket under your seat. Well, on the military plane, they give you the life jacket right away. They give it to me, and I'm like, oh, should I just hang on to this? No, you should put it on. Why? Why would I put it on? That's ridiculous. Just put it on. But why? just in case we land in the water. I go, who's ever landed in the fucking water? Who's ever landed in the water and went, whew, that was close? That's never happened. So I put on this life jacket, and there's a little pouch hanging from the bottom. It kind of hangs right over your pouch. And it's got a zip on it. I go, what's in there? They go, some survival stuff. I go, I'm not gonna fucking survive if we land in the water. So I open the pouch, because I'm nosy. I want to see what they think we need to survive. And I open it, and there's like this pink powder, you know, that you're supposed to pour out into the water in case you land in there. And it like creates like a big pink circle around you, which I found somewhat offensive. Like if I crash in the water, they're gonna be looking for an Indian guy in a big pink dot in the middle of the ocean, I think. There's some sort of racial undertone there. So there's this powder, and then there's like a light that lights up when the water hits it. And then there's a whistle, I guess in case a shark is coming. And he's offside. Beep, stop, where are you going? Come on. There's a glow stick, I guess in case a rave breaks out when you're in the water. You know, just... Oh my God, dude, the water feels so good all over my legs. Feel my hands, rub them, rub my hands. I drove up here from Bombay. It was a 3.5 hour drive, right? That's what it was, 3.5 hours. And I think it was only 20 kilometers, so it was... So we did pretty good time. Literally on the way here, we were 450 meters away from the venue, and it still said 12 minutes. I'm like, what the It was moving. The traffic was so up that this car beside me recognized me, got out of the car, came to my car, took a selfie, walked back to his car, and kept driving. Like, that's how slow the traffic was. I think that should be India's #1 concern is traffic. And you know, people ask me over the years, Russell, why don't you like Bollywood? Why don't you like Bollywood? I'll tell you the real reason I don't like Bollywood films. You know why? Because I like car chases. You cannot make an Indian movie with a car chase in it. Quick, he's getting away. Meep, 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 meep. Meep, 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 meep. Come on, he's gaining on us. Sir, we cannot move. And some kid shows up at the window. Uncle. Now you gotta give him money, and now these people are gaining on you. It's not conducive to car chases, is all I'm saying. Let me tell you what's been happening with me since the last time we may have seen each other, which I know I've never been here before, but... Well, I think I came here when I was a kid, but that doesn't count, because I was still a kid, and most of you weren't born yet, so... And your parents are probably my age then, so... How are you, sir? You late? Were you okay? I mean, you were here, and then what, Peshab? And then you came back. Quick susu, and come back, huh? Is that your lovely wife, sir? Why do you have to look? What the f***? I said, is that your lovely wife? He went. When did you get here? It's like your wedding day all over again. Oh, okay, yes, I do, yes. I would never go to an Indian guy that became a doctor. Especially one that was born and raised in this part of the world, fuck that. Because if you were born and raised here, you had real dreams, and it was never to become a doctor. Let's be honest. I would go to an Indian woman that became a doctor, because when an Indian woman becomes a doctor, that means she really wanted to be a doctor. Because even her parents are like, sweetie, you don't have to become a doctor. You can just marry a doctor. And she's like, fuck you, I want to be a doctor. I need that kind of determination from my doctor, you know? Well, you had dreams when you were 14 years old, right, Sandeep? And it wasn't to be a doctor. That's not what a 14-year-old dreams about. A 14-year-old has dreams that are ridiculous. That your dream at 14 should never be logical. It should just be the dumbest shit you're doing at 14. I'll tell you what my dream was when I was 14. It wasn't to be a comedian. I didn't even know this job existed. My dream at 14, it'll make you feel better about whatever your dream was. My dream at 14, here's what I thought I was going to do for the rest of my life. I thought I wanted to be a dancer. All right, first of all, fuck you, all right? Second of all, I'm not a stripper. I was a break dancer, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna do this shit forever. Not a realistic goal, though. What was your dream when you were a 14-year-old boy growing up on the mean streets of Mississauga, Sandeep? Now be honest, don't make no bullshit up. Huh? A musician. Did you play any instruments? Oh, well, good, that's a good start. I always have Indian guys, yell out shit that they never did. I wanted to be in the NBA. Did you play basketball? Not once. I just love giant black men. Just... What instrument did you play? Guitar. You good? You still throw down on it? Yeah? So you wanted to be a musician. I know what happened. Tell me if I'm right. You're about 17, 18 years old. You're sitting in your room, playing with your guitar. And your mom walked in. You were thinking, I'm going to be a musician. Your mom walked in and went, Sandhu. Because that's all you need to do for an Indian nickname. All you need is add 2 O's to whatever you want the nickname to be. Sandhu, like, look, Edward. Edwu. Well, that could be your name, Edwu. Sorry, that didn't work, because he might very well be an Edwu. Your mom walks in, Sandhu. You're going to college? Why don't you become a doctor? And you were like, what's wrong with your face? If you become a doctor, you can fix it. So you put your guitar down and picked up stethoscope, and it was all over after that. That's why I could never go to you. I don't want my doctor to have had other dreams about being something else. My doctor in America is going to be a black guy from the hood, who grew up with every disadvantaged, real hood, like in the hood, like where people were like, yo, cuz, let's go kill some motherfuckers today. I want my doctor to be the guy that said, no, man, I'm gonna be a doctor. And everybody in the hood was like, ain't nobody fuck with DeVaro. He gonna be a doctor and shit. That's how I know I got the right doctor, because he'll say, and shit, at the end of sentences. He'll look pissed off when I walk into the doctor's office. That's the doctor I want. I'm Mr. Peters. Seems your nasal passage is inflamed and shit. Did you fill out this little bitch-ass prescription? Holla at me tomorrow, motherfucker. That's the right doctor for me. I don't want my doctor to be some bratty Indian kid who grew up in Mississauga. Halfway through an operation, he just goes, fuck this shit. I want to play guitar. And he... All right. You guys having a good time now? Nice. So this is we're getting an idea of the show now. You know what I'm saying? So let me tell you something. My parents now have been in Canada 41 years. They moved from India to Canada 41 years ago. I don't know how they picked it or whatever, but they were like, Canada. And I was like, okay, well, maybe when you get there, you'll be able to say it. So, but when my dad first moved to Canada, he didn't just want to live here, you know what I mean? He didn't want to be a guy that just lived in Canada. He wanted to become a Canadian. And he thought that there was things that you could do to become a Canadian, like Like you just do a couple of things and bang, overnight you're a Canadian. You know what I mean? I used to come up with these schemes when I was a kid. I remember one time when I was a little kid, he called me. He was like, son, come here. Here's the thing with Indian parents, too. They never just tell you directly to come and do something. It's just not that kind of culture, you know what I mean? Indian parents will not boss you around like that. Hey, come here. Because they have salesmen built into them, you know what I mean? No matter what the situations, they feel the need to convince you to do something, you know what I mean? And sometimes they'll just take one word and make it sound like a question to make you come there and be like, Russell, come. 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 So remember this one night, right? My dad was like, son, tonight we will become Canadians. I said, Dad, I was already born here. I think I got it covered. Okay, but what's your plan? He goes, son, I have bought a barbecue. I go, well, what are you going to do? Cook the rest of Canada and we're the only ones left? No, Canadians like to eat the barbecue. I go, Dad, they don't actually eat the barbecue, but I think I know where you're going with this. I go, what's your plan? He goes, tonight, we will have a barbecue in the backyard. We will invite all the neighbors. They will come over, eat our food, and think we are a Canadian. I said, Dad, if they eat our food, they're gonna know we're not Canadian. Our food will have flavor. It's funny, sometimes Canadian people, white folks get mad at that joke. Hey, hey, hey. You don't diss our boiled potatoes. Right, sometimes I put salt in that water. So my dad said, no, son, I have bought white food for the barbecue. I go, what the hell is white food? You know, hamburgers, hot dogs. Hamburgers and what? Hot dogs. What the hell's a hot dog? Hot dog, you know? Hot dog. Garam kuttas. Oh, hot dogs. Well, whatever fancy name you want to give them. And I remember that night, you know, my dad had all the neighbors over and he was standing behind the grill looking so proud, and I walked back in the backyard and he goes, huh, son, huh? Do I look Canadian? I go, you look like an Indian guy in Canada. But is everybody having a nice time? Everybody seems to be having a nice time. Then why do you keep on staring at me? Well, the rice keeps falling through the grill. This is a stupid method for cooking. Show me how to do this. Show.